Good day, everyone. We continue with Chapter 8, and today we'll be looking at Subtopic 8.4, Ellipse. An ellipse is the set of all points in a plane whose sum of their distances from two fixed points called foci is constant. There are several features of ellipse that we should know. The first one is major axis. So this is our major axis. It is the longest axis. That's why we call it major axis. So in our case, major axis is horizontal like this. So that's why our shape, the shape of our ellipse is like this. In case of the major axis is vertical, then we have an ellipse which is longer vertically. And we have a minor axis, which is the shortest axis, and it is perpendicular to the major axis. We have a center, which is the center of the ellipse. And we have foci, which is the plural for focus, since we have two foci, one on the left and another one on the right. And we have vertices, plural for vertex. We have one vertex on the left and another vertex on the right. And latus rectum. Latus rectum passes through the foci, and it is always perpendicular to the major axis. The length of major axis is 2a. So in case of our center is at the origin, then the coordinate of the vertex on the left is negative a0 and on the right is a0. And the length of our minor axis is given by 2b. So the coordinate here will be 0b, and this one is 0, negative b. The distance from the center to the focus is c, similar to the other side. And we can find c by taking a square root of a squared minus b squared. The length of latus rectum, we can find it by using this formula, 2b squared over a. And this is the standard equation of this ellipse. If the major axis is horizontal like this, then the a squared is the denominator of x squared. And the 0, 0 here is the coordinate of the center. In case of our center is not at 0, 0, let's say it is at hk, then the coordinate, the coordinate here will change accordingly. Let us now look at example 16. Find the vertices and the foci of the ellipse x squared over 49 plus y squared over 36 equals to 1. Hence, calculate the length of the major axis, minor axis, and latus rectum. Sketch the ellipse by showing important points. A quick glance here. We know that the major axis is along x-axis or parallel to x-axis because the bigger number is the denominator of x squared. So we write in standard equation so that we can identify the center as well as the value of a and b. So we can see here that the center is 0, 0, value of a is 7 and b is 6. And we know that the length of major axis is 2a, so therefore it is equals to 14. Length of minor axis is 2b, so it is equals to 12. And the length of latus rectum is 2b squared over a, which is 72 over 7. These are the information we have gotten so far. Center at 0, 0, A is equals to 7 and B is equals to 6. And now we can find the value of C. We know that to find C, we take the square root of A squared minus B squared. So C is equals to square root of 13. Now we can draw our ellipse. So we start by marking our vertices and the coordinate at the end of our y-axis. We draw a rectangle so that to make it easier for us to draw our ellipse. So therefore, that's our ellipse. Our foci and the center. So observe that our ellipse almost looks like a circle because the value of A and B is only 1 unit difference. Example 17. The vertices of an ellipse are 0 plus minus square root of 10 and the foci are at 0 plus minus square root of 6. Determine its standard equation and sketch the graph. We are given vertices. So now A is equals to square root of 10. We are given foci. So C is equals to square root of 6. So now we can find value of B by using this formula. So B is equals to 2. We know that the major axis is along y-axis, which is vertical. So therefore, since our major axis is along y-axis, so A squared must be the denominator for y squared. Substitute all the values. So therefore, our standard equation is x squared over 4 plus y squared over 10 equals to 1. So these are the information we have gotten so far. And this is the standard equation. Now we can draw our ellipse. So we start by marking our vertices and the coordinate at the end of our y-axis. Draw a rectangle to make it easier for us to draw our ellipse and draw the ellipse. These are our foci and our center. So that's it for today. Thank you. Stay safe and have a nice day, everyone. Bye.